Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Kyya. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to all of you that are new. I appreciate every single one of you guys for coming to join me this fine evening. Now, today we're going to talk about something a little, I don't know how you say, odd. Today we're going to be talking about David Dobrik and the rest of the vlog squad. Now, I initially had a completely different video planned for this entire topic, but I've decided to post this one first, which is the one I'm actually going to record first, and tomorrow I'm going to have a collaboration video with my buddy Saskia. In the last few weeks as of late, I would definitely say that David Dobrik has made more of a name for himself in the BS arc on Twitter. Literally, this man has not stopped trending. So I figured today I'd sit down and talk about his whole problem that's going on. Now, as I said before, there's going to be 2 parts, so just watch out for that for tomorrow. Anyway, if you're new guys, I do suggest that you turn on post notifications and subscribe down below, do your thing, and yeah, let's just dive straight into this bullshit. For right now, I'm kind of just going off a Twitter thread. I just want to talk about this whole situation. Now, whether this whole situation is like, not how I say real, but like, something in these always tend to be false. Now, I'm not saying she's blatantly lying or anything. I'm just saying that with my luck, this whole thing is a sham. Now, for starters of this whole situation, right now it seems like a girl is accusing Dirty Dom of the R word. Not gonna go and say that word on YouTube, oh no. She told me David Dobrik was present that night, filmed her, and used the footage for a threesome plot in his vlog. A lawyer representing David Dobrik said David will be addressing his audience regarding this story. I'm just gonna sit down and assume that they're talking about that 2-minute video he uploaded last night, and that didn't address Jack Diddley Squid, but I'll definitely touch down more on that later in the video. The accuser says Vlog Squad members gave her and her college friends hard liquor because they were under the legal drinking age at the time, and couldn't buy alcohol. Trisha Paytas, who was there last night, told Insider she witnessed this. She returned to where her friends were sitting, she said, and around that time she said a couple members of the Vlog Squad returned with a bottle of dark-colored liquor. Trisha Paytas, a former Vlog Squad member, told Insider she was at the apartment for about 45 minutes that night with Hannah and her friends. Paytas said the night was not a good situation. She said she left because the women were drinking while underage, which felt insane to her. Paytas also said the women made it clear they did not want to have sex with Dom. We're going to refer to him as Dom. Now, before I continue on, the one thing I'm going to bring up real quick is, Miss Paytas, at the end of the day, if you felt that it wasn't a good situation, you probably should have put a stop to it, even though that they're technically legal adults that are over the age of 18. Now, I can completely understand and get behind the fact that you understand that you can trust your friends, even when, at this point in time, it really seems like you probably shouldn't have. Now, like I said, I do understand that they are adults, but if you really felt off about that whole situation, about underage drinking and anything that could possibly happen from that, you probably should have put a stop to it. Now, in no way, shape, or form is this her fault, but I think it's pretty understandable. Anyway, moving on, Hannah says Dom guided her in through the door, and she said she quickly turned around and told him she wanted to go back to where her friends were, but Dom blocked the exit with his body. Hannah also said he started asking her why she didn't like him and wouldn't date him. Hannah also said Dom asked if they could hook up, and she replied no, she told Insider. He was like, no, you at least have to give me a kiss, Hannah said. I was getting really scared because he wasn't letting me leave. My friends were in a totally different part of the house. I was like, what happens if I keep saying no? So I just gave him a kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, that right there is peer pressure, and that is a terrible thing to do. If this is true, this guy is actually a fucking weirdo. Hannah's friend who was there that night told Insider that the other men in the Vlog Squad went into the bedroom to watch the act. David also said he saw with his own eyes on a podcast. What the fuck? You know, it is kind of weird, but I guess they're just trying to sit down and see if he's getting some cheeks for real. But like, bro, that's weird. That's very weird. It's really unnecessary.
Yeah, my buddy Dom made an Instagram story, and he's like, I want to have a 5-some tonight, hit me up. And this girl hit him up, and she's like, I have friends. And she sent over all her friends' Instagram links. And he's like, yeah, come through. And 7 of them ended up showing up. And then they all, when they all got there, they were like, oh, no, I don't want to have sex. I don't want to have sex. And then
like blatantly in front of everybody.
Yeah. Well, they didn't want to have sex, except 2 of the girls wanted to have sex. So he just ended up having a threesome, which was still his first threesome, and it was very exciting for him. So
well, you guys sent like 3 of your friends in to confirm it was happening.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he didn't have sex with them unless we saw it with our own eyes. So
the vlog was viewed more than 5 million times. Months later, Hannah texted Dom and explained why she wanted it removed. Here are some texts that she had actually sent Dom a little while later. Hey Dom, if you remember me, my name is Blank, and we met through my friend Blank. When you needed some girls for your video, on the night of November 25th, my friends and I came to your house to shoot. Upon arriving, I haven't intended to do anything sexual with you or any vlog squad, and my intent was further reaffirmed when I heard the sexist and demeaning language of your team. Within minutes of me being in your house, you pulled me aside into a separate room and tried to initiate sexual behavior with me one-on-one, to which I immediately physically and verbally rejected. To my rejection, you tried to make me feel guilty by persuading me to hook up with you, saying "come on baby" and blocking me from leaving the room. You made me feel very nervous and uncomfortable, especially because I was away from anyone I knew, and because you were an actual stranger. I had never watched a video of yours or anyone in the vlog squad. After a few minutes of back and forth between us, I agreed to kiss you so that I could leave the room and return to my friends. You let me leave and I joined my friends in the main living room, our one-on-one interaction reaffirmed. My initial feelings that I did not want to participate in sexual contact with any of the men in the room. As the night continued, we chatted and I was open to getting to know you as a person. The last thing I remember being is extremely drunk on your balcony. Apparently you and your team bought more hard alcohol that I drank, and you, me, and my friend had a threesome, which I have no memory of whatsoever. To my understanding, at some point during the threesome I was too drunk and laid on the bed and slept. From what I've been told, my friends had to come in the room, put on my clothes, my underwear, bra, pants, shirt, and shoes, and I couldn't walk leaving your house. Before I left your house, I threw up several times in the bathroom as well in my own bathroom when I got home. Now clearly this is exactly what David was referencing when he was talking about it on the podcast. And I'm going to be quite honest, I think this entire situation sounds absolutely insane. Anyway, I'm going to keep reading the text messages. According to one of my friends, I was passed out in your bathroom until she pulled trig for me. When I got back to my dorm, my friend helped me throw up again and I said I had no memory of what had just occurred. When I woke up in the morning, I had no idea I had participated in any kind of sexual action that night prior, until 2 hours later when the same friend mentioned the threesome to me. Under the impression at this point I had remembered. I was still drunk when I sent you a text saying you could put any clips in the video that wouldn't be harmful to me from an employer's POV. At this point in time, I don't feel the same. The video disturbs and upsets me. I do not feel like it is an accurate portrayal of me, and it is not something I feel comfortable with being on the internet anymore. It's incredibly disturbing to me that I have a video online that documents an entire night that I have no recollection of, and have everyone around me view that as a reflection of my character, especially considering the mature content. Looking back on the experience, I feel taken advantage of, as your friends may have recognized the situation unfolded considering. According to my friend's memory, people were joking about what is and isn't consensual and the joke about them going to jail at the end of the video. These jokes and that bit show that perhaps it was weighing on their conscience once they saw how incoherent and drunk I was. After Trisha released her video, I realized that my experience and gut feeling of discomfort being with you in that room was not an isolated experience to me. I'm reaching out now because it's taken me a while to process what happened. I need for the video to be taken down for my own healing and peace of mind. To which Dom responds, "Okay, I respect your wishes, the video's down." Genuinely would have thought there would have been more to say at this point, but like maybe an apology or something, just addressing the situation as a whole, that'll probably would have helped her just a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know. This is definitely a very odd situation at the end of the day, and I think people just definitely need to straightforward address this, especially him. Now, one thing I've genuinely come to terms with is that I think the vlog squad as a whole, like all the people that were really involved in it, are just a bunch of like terrible people. Like just straight up douchebags. Supplying liquor to underage girls, seducing them, and doing other things with them, that's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you're really up there on the terrible person list. Majority of the people there, including Trisha, should definitely be held accountable for this. At the end of the day, a young woman was taken advantage of, and it definitely needs to be addressed. I'm gonna assume that the girls are probably like 19, 20, 18 to 21 maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna hope they're not 18, 19 and they're just 20. And about this time he was around 23, 22-ish. So I mean, still there's a big age gap there. But like I said, this whole situation is very bad. Like literally the girl was too drunk to even walk. The thread also continues and it says, last weekend YouTube videos that contain footage from that vlog were copyright struck by controversial firm that works with top YouTubers. As you can see here, this entire cover-up for the situation is now in play. They're gonna try and sweep this under the rug and act like nothing happened. Now, the one thing, like I said, is the vlog squad is very bad, in a sense. Like, they're just terrible people. It's just a really dog shit group, shitty group of people, just straight up. And at the end of the day, this is the persona that David Dobrik fabricated inside of this group. Now, I definitely could sit down and blame David Dobrik wholeheartedly for this, but separately, Dom in general definitely needs to know how to control himself. I think it's definitely his fault as well, straight up, but David Dobrik definitely plays a good piece in this. And to that I say David is definitely in fault with the rest of the vlog squad. The reason they're sweeping this up is because it looks very bad on their part. It looks terrible. There's definitely a big stigma around their group too. It's like we're a bunch of rich cocky douchebags and we can do whatever the fuck we want with people. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. It even happens to the own internal affairs of friends in that group as well that were once there. Like Big Nick or the other fellow that ended up kissing a guy when he thought he was kissing Karina Koff. There's just so much fucked up shit that's gone down. It's crazy to think that this story is literally just sitting here unfolding before our eyes and how long it's been since it actually happened. It's crazy to think that there's probably so many more things that we don't know. Not even about the situation in general, just that whole group of people. It's honestly baffled me that it's remained uncovered this long. Now, as you guys know, I did say before I'm going to address David's little 2-minute video that he posted yesterday, and yeah, here we are.
Hey guys, it's David. I want to come on here real quick and address some conversations that have been going on the internet. I've made over 600 videos, and I've made a bunch of TikToks, Vines, Instagram stories, tweets, the whole thing. And I'm obsessed with what I do. I love being able to make people happy for a living, and that's all that I want to do. That being said, consent is something that's super important to me.
Cap. But do continue. I'd love to hear all the bullshit you're gonna tell me next. I'm definitely not believing a lick that comes out of his mouth. At the end of the day, he just said consent is important to him, yet he made a prank multiple times, I mean twice, of Jason kissing Seth. Now, whether or not I'm gonna sit here and call Seth a dumbass for not realizing it the second time, then I don't really know what to say. I'll cover that tomorrow.
Whether I'm shooting with a friend or shooting with a stranger, I always make sure that whatever the video I'm putting out, I have the approval from that person. And I also acknowledge that there's times where a person can change their mind and they decide that they no longer want to be associated, they no longer want to be in the video that I'm putting up, and then I'll take the video down. And there's also been moments where I've looked back on videos and I realize that these don't represent me anymore and they're hurtful to other people, and I don't want them up because I've grown, you know, as a content creator and as a person, and I don't agree with some of the videos I've posted.
You know him, man. Good guy Dave, doing his thing, always taking everyone's feelings into consideration, all that. What an amazing guy.
With the Seth situation, I'm sorry to Seth because like I said, I would just want to make videos where everybody in it, you know, whether you're participating or watching, is enjoying and having a good time. And I missed the mark with that one.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad he decided to sit down and address the Seth situation, but he's not directly apologizing. He won't even say what he's apologizing for. Maybe tricking a grown-ass man into kissing another grown-ass man? Now, as I said before, I'm going to address the situation again tomorrow, but God, Seth, you are just... Man, Seth, you are no victim, my friend. Well, maybe a little bit.
And with people in my life that I don't film with anymore, like Dom and, you know, the other people that I no longer film with, I chose to distance myself because I don't align with some of the actions, and I don't stand for any kind of misconduct, and I've been really disappointed by some of my friends, and for that reason I've separated from a lot of them.
As you can see here, he's obviously referring to Dom. He talks about it all but, you know, half a minute in this lengthy, and I mean very lengthy, apology on YouTube that we see quite often. Story's not over just yet, so keep watching. It's really crazy to think that's all he actually had to say, and this is what his lawyer said he's going to be addressing. This is just, it's a load of shit.
He didn't have sex with him unless we saw it with our own eyes. So
sorry if I've let you down, and things like that won't happen again. And I learned from my mistakes, and I also believe that actions speak a lot louder than words. And, you know, you can take my word for it that I'm going to change, but I'll also show you and I'll prove to you that, you know, the mistakes I made before won't be happening again.
Then, as you can see here, we have the classic, and I mean classic, YouTuber apology going on here. I'm sorry if you're disappointed. I'll change, blah, blah, blah. Man, go fuck yourself. I think it's crazy how he addressed this on his second channel as well, not even his main channel. I mean, he hasn't uploaded on his main channel in over 10 months, but it's just like, why? Like, why can't you just address it on your biggest platform? And on top of that, nothing was addressed. I don't believe he's gonna change. I think he's still gonna keep making his fucking money no matter what happens, no matter who he hurts or anything that goes along with it. If you appear above on the screen, guys, to see more videos just like this when I'll be talking about people. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well like it or dislike it if you did. Subscribe if you're new. You might as well. You've made it this far. Turn on post notifications. Check out all my socials, they'll be in the description, and I will see you guys later. Peace.
Oh, I've been